Bienvenue to Le Café Craft. This is the flip through of the Flip It book. Here we go. So, this is the baby this way and that way. Okay, so the cover, all the technical part, there's an hour something long video about it. So, you want to know how to do it? Just go there. We're going to do the pretty stuff, the cool stuff, whatever was not in the video. Hopefully. I hope I'm not going to double myself. Anyway, this is a present for a fantastic woman who I call my friend for 17 years now, and she was my horse riding instructor. And that's going to explain the first part of that book. So the cover is the cover. Again, it's in the video. What I added was what I'm going to put on the cover. I didn't know. I wanted to keep it simple. I wanted to keep it kind of puzzling a little bit, like it was the same, but not the same. This being said, you can also put, a cover of one theme on one end and a cover another theme on the other end. You watch the video, you will know. Just watch that video, for crying out loud. Anyhow. So, let's start with the horse riding business. So, this is this side. This, I did, this is this thing here. What is it called? I don't know. Is there a name? Is there a name? Nope, there is no name. Anyway, that's a tag puncher. I just cut the head of the tag and I put a little ribbon in there. And on the other side, I use the same color, which is the faux leather, but I put the ribbon in a different tone, okay? All right, and then we open it. That's my little letter for her. And this is that's her initial, start with an A. And this is all about horses. So there's this horse, that horse, pretty elegant horses. It's, as we did, or you did. Anyway, I did. Printed with stamps on the side. There is a little... Okay, there's gonna be French stuff in it because, as you know, I was French a long time ago, so there's gonna be French stuff. So there's this elegant rider. There's a little envelope here. Then I put her initial in it, just in case you forgot what her name was. I think that was cool. Anyhow, that's the only little envelope in that whole thing. Those are side saddle riders, like the women were riding in the good old time. This is a bill of sale for iron horse nails, and that's horse leaded. I think they're leading it to, I don't know, but it doesn't look really happy. My understanding, it doesn't look really happy. This is riding space. All riding space is on the right-hand side on each page. This is a side saddle jumper because ladies back then, not only they rode side saddle, they also jumped. I don't even know how they were doing it, okay? Because already just jumping the regular way is just like, okay. So that dearest friend of mine took me from I know nothing about horses to I had blue ribbon. I just did it. I did horse show and I had compliment from judges, like all credit to her. Because really most of the time I had no idea what I was doing. So just to say, it was an incredible journey because I learned so much about horses, how to take care of horses. Now, let's just look a little bit into decoration. This is also in French. That's from an old almanac. It's the whole skeleton and, anatomy of horse legs and hooves. That's a nice looking horse. Those are Phoenician horses. They're not Egyptian, they're Phoenician, that I took out of a history book. This is a little pony dispatch with little kids with a pony. This is a horse jumper right there. This is that I got from a very old book, storybook, and that's a farrier. He's putting irons on horseshoes on a horse. I thought that was I like the tone of that picture. This is another side saddle woman right here. Same here, it's out of a painting. It's this rider with this horse. And I thought that was such a nice painting. You know, he had his hand on the top of his. I mean, horses can. I mean, they can love you, and you can love them too. Sometimes they don't like you, and sometimes you don't like them. You know, it's just like with people. You know, some are cool, some are like so. That is, I don't know. That's from a history book. I don't even know what it's supposed to, but it's a horse. Yes. That's dictionary. You know, what is a horse? You got horseback, horse car, horse chestnut, you know, all kind of thing about horses. This is from the, you know, those books, how to draw a horse, how to draw, right? So this is sketches of horses. This is, I think that's a high trot horse. That is from an old children book. I like that too. I like the tone of it. This is so cute. I mean, that's a wooden horse, but that's a horse and qualifies, right? Those are like more like 17th century riders. Another side saddle. That's also kind of 17th. It's about horses and riders, but a lot more about horses. And those little note sequence here, it's the music, it's the tone for when you call either the, you know, sometimes you call the dogs or you call all the riders, so they get, you know, there's always somebody lost somewhere, like, where am I, you know. So that's how you call them. This is horse riding. This is from also an old almanac, the 50 horse fairs. And they all listed there. I mean, it's back then. I doubt very much they still exist, but you know, what do you know? That's a good looking horse. See how they're round. You know, anybody who ride horses or no horses, you can see a good looking horse for another horse. And sometimes bad looking horses are really cool horses, right? And good looking horses can be so obnoxious. I'm just saying. That's another horse rider here. Same thing. That's a dictionary page about all kind of horse thing. That's a pony, that's the horse cantering, that's a side saddle, and this is how to use a horse. Yeah, that's a good thing to know. Just saying, that's a side saddle. What I mean, bigger side drawing of a side saddle lady. That's a galloping horse. Were you ever on a galloping horse? I can tell you something. It goes pretty fast. This is a book cover of a royal hunt with horses, of course. That's a stamp about horses. Those are the painting that they found in, you know, where in the caves, like cave people. Caveman. They were drawing horses already. I mean, horse always had been with human or close to human, obviously. Even back then. That's another horse. I thought that was really, really beautiful. That's like a sculpture of a horse. That's same thing I found it in a history book. That's a working horse. You know, those horses who plow the field back then. Again, you know, we got tractors now. We got like all kind of equipment. This is the most beautiful drawing ever for me. This is like a dressage rider on his horse, but you see how easy it looks and how relaxed they are. The horse is relaxed, the rider is relaxed, everything is loose. It looks so easy, and it is so hard. You have no idea. But anyway, it's a little bit like ballet. You do those incredible things and it looks so easy, and you know it takes years. Anyway, I love that drawing. This is another side saddle. This is an old book cover with horse. It's all about horses. And this is the end of the horse, which was here to start with, right? And done with this, we flipping it up because it's the flip it book. So I flipped it. So we got the white cover, and she decided that she will be a registered nurse. So she went back to school, grueling 4 years of studying and hitting the books. And she did. She made it. I went to her pinning ceremony, and oh my gosh, I was so proud. It's so much, I don't know. There's not too many people like that. You know, it's not only you get to put your mind into it, it's you get to put the work in. You know, people always forget that part. Yeah, if you put your mind into it, well, you're also gonna have to put the work into it. And she sure did. did. Anyway, so the other part of the book is about nurses. So that's all nice and white because, you know, nurses kind of white is pretty much the color of everything, right? And I picked for the borders, I picked some red and some faded blue because, I don't know, for some reason I thought that was kind of the colors and this was kind of like faded blue and red, so I went for that. This is the Nightingale Pledge, you know, that you have to say when you're getting, you know, for the pinning ceremony. This is French. Okay, I told you there'd be French stuff in it. So that's what being French nurse is infirmière. So it's right here. This is a graph paper. I don't know if you can see it good. It is, it's not a small square. It's kind of a bigger square. It's a little bit different anyway. So I kind of like that. And I edge it with some really faded blue marker. Like, I think this one, what is it called? It's a sketch marker and it's called what? Aquamint. Okay, it doesn't look aquamint to me, but anyway, that's what it's called. And then I put all the pictures of nurses and I just kept it simple. That was the name of the game, to keep it simple. It's a writing book journal, and so illustration or on the left and the writing part on the right. A little bit like you know, kids book, like you have the stories on one side and the other page has illustration. That was the idea. That's another nurse, and those are little you know, cut out that I got here and there. That is Florence Nightingale. That's little dictionary page of a hospital. That's a little nurse with somebody in bed. I wanted to put something a little bit colorful because this is, you know how that goes. Takes you forever to figure out what you're gonna put here, there. Anyway, more nurses here, all nice and lined up. Syringes, well, who didn't get a shot, right? So there you go. Actually, it's pretty much current event shots, right? Right here. That's it. I love this one. I think she looks so cool. Anyway, so that's another old picture. That's out of a, I don't know, some kind of book page, transportation for of the wounded. I think that was another almanac. That another, you know, shot right there. This is the AKG paper that I put on this side, here or there. So it's a small little graph paper. Those are three nurses, 1, 2, 3. They look, they kind of smile. A lot of them don't smile too much on those pictures. That's very elegant. That is the Red Cross Motor Corps uniform. Phew, that is slick. That is good looking, I think. And that's out of, you know, how to, it's a pattern, is how they give you something to, if you want to make one. Anyway, you know, sewing people will know what I'm talking about. It's not like I do. More nurses. I think it's a graduation because they got flowers and little diplomas. See, they're already serious. It's pretty much a serious business. This is the cover on an old first aid book. This is Florence Nightingale. I mean, a painting of her, I'm sorry. That is first aid, little cabinet what you should have in it with the whole list of things in there. That's a old ambulance. That was pretty cool looking. I think that's a toy. I'm not sure, but anyway, toys are a replica of, you know, the original. Those are nurses. I think those are the other part of the other nurses, because they have the same diploma here. The same grid paper. This is domestic emergencies, you know, whatever happened, what you do. A little, you know, paraphernalia, little ephemera here and there. This is a prescription from 1951. This is another little cutout. And this is the last nurse, the very serious nurse. She's the last one. She's the end. And this is all white. Now, for closure, that's what I was shooting for. I wanted it to be flat because I didn't want to have to put any closure to it. I just wanted it to close and stay closed by itself. Like a book. It's closed. You open it, you close it, it stays closed. Right? That was the whole thing. I just wanted it to be nice and, you know, staying down. And it does stay down. And it closed perfect because you got plenty of room with the spine here. And if you use the same signature that was in your book cover, well, everything is on the right size. So anyway, so that's what it is. And it's all for her. And I just got to give it to her now. And you know what? When you don't know what to do, just flip it. Bam. Here or there. And you can flip it any which way. You know, this way or that way. Right? I mean, do you want to see a horse going on upside down? This way? No, we're not doing that. Okay, just kidding. But anyway, this is the Flip It book. And that was the flip through. Hope you like it. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you made yours. Check out the video if you want to make one. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for having put all kind of comments already on the making of this. And I'm sorry if it was a little bit long, but I really wanted to, do it from beginning to end. Next project coming up or easy to do. That is gonna be nice, relaxing, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and kind of cool too, but not as elaborate as that, right? So flip it. That's all I got to say. Bye.